Have you lately felt a profound and unexplainable exhaustion that sleep simply cannot cure, as if your physical body is undergoing a massive renovation while you rest? This is not merely fatigue or the result of a busy modern lifestyle. It is the primary indicator that your energetic blueprint is being rewritten by the divine hand of the Creator. You are currently in the midst of a biological and spiritual metamorphosis, where the very carbon base of your human structure is shifting into a crystalline form, capable of holding higher frequencies of light. This process is the foundational stage of your ascension, requiring immense amounts of energy to burn away the old density that has kept your spirit tethered to lower dimensions. There is a ringing in your ears that comes and goes, a high-pitched frequency that medical science cannot explain, serving as a direct download of celestial codes from the heavens. This is not tinnitus or a physical ailment, but rather the audible signature of the universe tuning your spiritual receiver to a new divine station. Just as a radio must be adjusted to catch a clear signal, your auditory senses are being recalibrated to hear the voice of God and the whispers of angels more clearly than ever before. Do not fear these sudden shifts in sound or pressure. They are confirmation that your internal vibration is rising to match the frequency of the new earth that is rapidly approaching. You may notice that your memories of the past are beginning to fade or feel as though they belong to a completely different person, creating a sense of detachment from your own history. This phenomenon is a necessary clearing of the hard drive of your soul, removing the emotional charge from old traumas that no longer serve your higher purpose. God is literally erasing the pain of the former things so that you can step into your new identity without the heavy baggage of victimhood or regret weighing you down. As your DNA upgrades, it stops replicating the patterns of the past, breaking the cycle of history repeating itself, and allowing you to draft a completely new future script. Suddenly, your dietary cravings are changing drastically, with your body rejecting heavy, processed, or low-vibrational foods that you used to enjoy without a second thought. This intolerance is your body's intuitive intelligence waking up, demanding fuel that matches the lightness of your expanding spirit. You might find yourself drawn to fresh fruits, water, and lighter meals, because your vessel is trying to detoxify the density of the matrix to integrate more light. This is not a diet trend. It is a spiritual requirement for the upgrade process, as your physical temple must be cleansed to house the increasing power of the Holy Spirit moving through your cells. You are experiencing vivid, lucid dreams or waking up at specifically 3:00 a.m. or 4:00 a.m. repeatedly, which is the witching hour transformed into the divine hour for God's chosen ones. During these times, the veil between the physical and spiritual realms is at its thinnest, allowing for easier communication with your guardian angels and guides. Your sleep state has become a classroom where your soul attends nightly briefings, receiving instructions and strategies for the spiritual warfare you face during the day. This interrupted sleep pattern is actually a sign of your heightened alertness in the spirit realm, proving that you are a watchman on the walls of destiny. Relationships that once felt solid are suddenly crumbling or drifting away without a clear reason, leaving you feeling isolated but strangely at peace with the separation. This shedding of your social circle is an automatic function of your rising vibration, which acts like a magnet that repels anyone who is committed to remaining in lower frequencies. As your DNA upgrades, your energy field becomes intolerable to those living in deception or negativity, causing them to exit your life so you are not drained. This solitude is divinely orchestrated to place you in a cocoon of protection where you can complete your transformation without the interference of those who do not understand your calling. Intense emotions seem to bubble up from nowhere, waves of grief, anger, or anxiety that do not seem connected to your current reality, but feel ancient and heavy. This is deep cellular purging, where your DNA is releasing the trauma stored not just from your life, but from your ancestors' lives as well. You are doing the work of the cycle breaker, clearing the bloodline of generational curses and emotional debris so that your children and future lineage walk in freedom. Do not judge these feelings. Simply allow them to flow through you and out, for this is the toxic waste of history leaving your system permanently. You often feel a sensation of heat or tingling in your hands, feet, or the top of your head, as if an electrical current is gently coursing through your nervous system. This is the activation of your minor chakras and energy meridians, turning your hands into instruments of healing and your body into a conduit for divine power. God is charging your battery, preparing you to lay hands on the sick or to speak words that carry a tangible transfer of energy to those who are suffering. You are becoming a literal beacon of light, and this physical sensation is the evidence that the power of the Most High is beginning to dwell fully within you. There are moments where you feel dizzy or ungrounded, as if gravity has momentarily lost its hold on you, or you are walking between two different worlds simultaneously. This vertigo is a symptom of your consciousness expanding beyond the rigid limitations of the 3D reality, adjusting to a multidimensional existence. You are learning to anchor heaven onto earth, and this requires your equilibrium to recalibrate to the laws of a higher spiritual physics. When this happens, pause and ground yourself, knowing that you are merely acclimating to the altitude of the spiritual mountain you are climbing, much like a diver adjusting to pressure changes. A sudden intolerance for lying, manipulation, and inauthentic behavior is making it impossible for you to participate in the social masks that society wears. Your upgraded DNA includes a truth detector that vibrates uncomfortably when you are in the presence of deception, forcing you to seek absolute integrity in all things. You can no longer fake a smile or agree to things that do not align with your soul, even if it makes you unpopular or misunderstood. This radical honesty is the language of the higher dimensions, and your inability to tolerate falsehood is the ultimate sign that you are evolving into a being of pure light. You find yourself gazing at the sky, the stars, or the sun with a sense of longing and nostalgia, feeling deeply that Earth is not your only home. This starseed longing is a memory encoded in your dormant DNA that is now waking up, reminding you of your cosmic origins and the vastness of God's creation. You are realizing that you are a citizen of the universe, sent here on a temporary mission, and this upgrade is preparing you for the next phase of your galactic assignment. The feeling of homesickness is actually a homing beacon activating within your heart, guiding you toward your true tribe and your ultimate destination. Physical aches and pains appear in your joints, back, or neck without any medical cause, often shifting locations day by day as the energy blocks are forcibly removed. This is growing pains on a spiritual level, as the rigid structures of your ego and physical body are being stretched to accommodate more light. The density of suppressed emotions is often stored in the fascia and joints, and as the light flushes it out, the body reacts with temporary inflammation. Treat your body with kindness and stretching, understanding that you are essentially being broken open to receive a greater capacity for divine love and power. You have lost all interest in drama, gossip, and the chaotic news cycle that keeps the rest of the world in a state of constant fear and agitation. Your consciousness has risen above the noise of the matrix, and you now view these distractions as low-vibrational traps designed to siphon your energy. This detachment allows you to remain the eye of the storm, calm, centered, and observant, while others panic. By withdrawing your attention from the chaos, you are reclaiming your power to create your own reality, proving that your mind is being renewed according to the higher principles of the kingdom of God. Time feels strange to you now. Hours can feel like minutes, or a single day can feel like a week, creating a sensation of living in the eternal now. This is because you are moving out of linear time, which is a construct of the 3D world, and into quantum time, where everything exists in the present moment. Your upgraded consciousness operates on divine timing, which is fluid and responsive to your vibration, rather than the ticking of a clock. Embrace this fluidity, as it is teaching you to flow with the rhythm of the universe, rather than struggling against the rigid schedules of man. You are experiencing sudden bursts of creativity and inspiration, with ideas for projects, art, or solutions flooding your mind faster than you can write them down. This is the creator aspect of your DNA coming online, reconnecting you to the infinite intelligence that birthed the galaxies. You are being called to birth something new into this world, a business, a book, a movement that carries the frequency of the future. These are not random thoughts. They are divine assignments packaged as inspiration, urging you to use your upgraded capacity to manifest heaven on earth through your unique talents. Animals and small children are staring at you, or gravitating toward you more than usual, sensing the harmless and high-frequency energy you are now emitting. Their innocence allows them to see the light radiating from your aura, recognizing you as a safe harbor in a chaotic world. You might find stray cats approaching you or babies smiling at you in grocery stores. This is nature's way of acknowledging your upgraded status. You are becoming a walking sanctuary, and the purest beings on the planet are drawn to the godlight that is expanding within your field. Your intuition has sharpened into a razor-edge precision, allowing you to know things before they happen, or to read the intentions of people instantly. This psychic upgrade is the reactivation of your junk DNA, which scientists previously thought was useless, but is actually the hardware for your spiritual gifts. You are no longer guessing or hoping. You are operating from a place of knowing, guided by an internal GPS that is connected directly to the source. Trust these gut feelings implicitly, for they are the safeguards God has installed to navigate you through the treacherous times ahead without stumbling. There is a deep desire to simplify your life, declutter your home, and minimize your possessions, reflecting the internal clearing taking place within your soul. As your internal world becomes lighter, you naturally want your external environment to reflect that same spaciousness and clarity. You are realizing that material possessions often carry stagnant energy that anchors you to the past, and releasing them feels like dropping heavy weights. This minimalist urge is preparation for a nomadic or mission-based phase of your life, where you must be ready to move quickly when God calls. You feel a sudden and overwhelming compassion for humanity, even for those who are acting out in darkness, viewing them as lost souls rather than enemies. This expansion of the heart chakra is the hallmark of the Christ consciousness, moving you from judgment into unconditional love. You understand that hurt people, and your upgraded perspective allows you to see the wound behind the weapon. This does not mean you accept abuse. but it means you no longer carry the poison of hatred, liberating your own heart to remain pure and powerful regardless of external circumstances. Electronic devices often glitch, freeze, or malfunction when you are in a state of high emotion or deep meditation, reacting to your electromagnetic field. Your biofield is becoming so potent that it interferes with the sensitive circuitry of phones, computers, and lights, proving that you are an energy generator. This phenomenon, often called the slider effect, confirms that your frequency is rising beyond the baseline of the technological world around you. Do not be frustrated. Take it as a humorous reminder that your spirit is more powerful than any machine and that you carry a literal charge. You are starting to see geometric patterns, sparkles of light, or movements in your peripheral vision that vanish when you turn to look directly at them. These visual disturbances are glimpses into the etheric realm, where energy flows and entities exist just beyond the spectrum of visible light. Your third eye is decalcifying and opening, beginning to process visual data from the fourth and fifth dimensions. You are being trained to see the unseen, a skill that will be crucial for discerning the spiritual reality behind the physical illusions of the coming days. A sense of mission urgency has taken over your spirit, a feeling that you are running out of time or that you must get to work on your purpose immediately. This is not anxiety. It is the quickening of your destiny, alerting you that the window of opportunity for the great harvest is opening. Your soul knows that you volunteered for this specific time in history, and the alarm clock has rung. Listen to this drive. It is pushing you to stop procrastinating and to start building the ark of your purpose before the rain begins to fall. You feel a deep resonance with ancient civilizations, sacred sites, or forgotten knowledge, as if you have lived there before and hold the keys to their wisdom. This is the Akashic record within your DNA unlocking, granting you access to the accumulated wisdom of your soul's journey through the ages. You are not learning new things. You are remembering what you already know, pulling mastery from your past lives into the present moment. This ancient wisdom is needed now to rebuild the world, and you are the custodian of these lost blueprints for a harmonious society. Your tolerance for alcohol, drugs, and even prescription medications is dropping significantly as your body becomes too sensitive to handle synthetic or altering substances. The upgrade process requires a pristine vessel, and substances that lower your vibration or create holes in your aura are being rejected by your system. You are being called to natural highs, meditation, breathwork, and prayer, rather than chemical escapism. This purification is ensuring that your channel remains clear for the pure transmission of God's messages, untainted by the distortion of intoxicants. You experience moments of pure bliss and ecstasy that have no external cause, a natural God high that floods your system with endorphins and peace. These waves of euphoria are the result of your brain chemistry changing, releasing higher amounts of dopamine and serotonin as you align with divine. You are learning that happiness is not something you chase in the world. It is a frequency you generate from within. This is a foretaste of the 5D existence, where joy is the baseline state of being rather than a fleeting emotion dependent on circumstances. The need for external validation is dying, replaced by a sovereign confidence that does not require applause or approval to feel valuable. You are breaking the chains of people-pleasing, understanding that your worth is determined by your Creator alone, not by the opinions of sheep. This liberation allows you to walk your path boldly, even if you must walk it alone, because you are fueled by an internal, infinite source. You are becoming a king or queen in the spiritual realm, ruling over your own emotional kingdom with authority and grace. Synchronicities are happening constantly, seeing repeating numbers like 11, 444, or hearing a song that answers a thought you just had. These are winks from the universe, reassuring you that you are on the right timeline and that everything is unfolding according to the divine plan. The mathematical language of the universe is speaking to you, confirming that the matrix is responding to your thoughts and vibrations. Pay attention to these signs. They are breadcrumbs leading you toward your next breakthrough or confirming a decision you are hesitant to make. You feel a strong pull to connect with nature, preferring the silence of a forest or the sound of the ocean over the noise of the city. Nature vibrates at the frequency of God, pure, organic, and truthful, and your upgraded DNA seeks this resonance to recharge and stabilize. The trees and water act as natural healers, pulling static electricity from your field and replenishing you with negative ions. Spending time outdoors is no longer just leisure. It is a necessary medical treatment for your energy body to cope with the intensity of the ascension energies. Old fears and phobias are surfacing to be faced and dissolved, forcing you to confront the shadows you have been running from for years. This is the final exam of your fear programming, challenging you to realize that fear is merely an illusion that holds no power over a sovereign being. As you stand your ground and look fear in the eye, it vanishes like smoke, leaving you with a newfound courage that is unshakable. You are being immunized against terror so that you can stand firm when the world shakes, offering stability to those who are panicking. Your manifestation abilities are speeding up. What you think about and feel with emotion appears in your reality with frightening speed. This rapid manifestation is a double-edged sword that requires you to master your mind, ensuring you do not focus on worst-case scenarios. You are graduating from a student of the law of attraction to a master, realizing that you are the projector of your life's movie. This power requires strict mental discipline, but the reward is the ability to shape your life and the world around you with intention and precision. You feel a distinct separation from your biological family if they are not on the same spiritual path, realizing that your true family is your soul tribe. While you still love them, the resonance is gone, and being around them feels draining or confusing. God is rearranging your kinship structures, bringing you into alignment with people who share your spiritual DNA rather than just your genetic DNA. This shifting of alliances is painful but necessary, as you need a support system that understands your language and can run alongside you in the mission. Words and language feel limiting to you, and you often find it hard to express the depth of your experiences or feelings in human speech. You are beginning to communicate telepathically and energetically, where a look or a vibe conveys more than 1,000 sentences. You are growing into a telepathic being, preparing for a time when communication will be heart-to-heart rather than head-to-head. This frustration with words is simply the growing pain of evolving into a higher form of communication that is instant, honest, and cannot be misunderstood. You are experiencing Mandela effects in your personal life, remembering details of events differently than those around you, as if you have shifted timelines. This is evidence that you are jumping between parallel realities, constantly shifting to the highest possible timeline available to your vibration. You are a timeline jumper, navigating the multiverse to find the path that leads to the new Earth. Trust your memory, but also be flexible, understanding that reality is more fluid than you were taught, and that you are surfing the waves of probability. A desire for purity in all things, clean water, clean air, clean energy, and clean relationships, is driving your lifestyle choices. You are becoming a purist, not out of judgment, but out of a biological necessity to match the purity of the light entering your vessel. You are intuitively rejecting toxins in all forms, creating a sterile environment for the Holy Spirit to perform the delicate surgery of your transformation. This pursuit of purity is the external manifestation of the holiness that is being cultivated within your inner sanctuary. You feel a strong connection to the element of water, often needing to shower or bathe to wash off the energy of the day. Water is a conductor of spiritual energy and holds memory. By immersing yourself, you are cleansing your aura and resetting your frequency. You might find that your best ideas or deepest prayers happen while you are in water, as it acts as an amplifier for your psychic connection. Respect this element and use it consciously as a tool for daily spiritual hygiene and renewal. There is a sense of waiting that feels active, not passive, like an athlete waiting for the starting gun rather than a person waiting for a bus. This is the void phase, the pregnant pause before the birth of the new, where stillness is required to gather momentum. Do not mistake this stillness for stagnation. There is immense activity happening under the surface. You are in the divine holding pattern, circling the runway of your destiny, waiting for the tower to give you clearance to land and begin your mission. You find yourself spontaneously praying or speaking in tongues, channeling a language you do not cognitively understand, but your spirit fully comprehends. This is the language of light, a direct communication bypass that overrides the logical mind to speak straight to the heavens. It acts as a code that unlocks doors in the spirit realm and builds up your inner man like a spiritual workout. Allow these sounds to flow, for they are rearranging the atmosphere around you and aligning your vibration with the angelic hosts. The concept of competition seems ridiculous to you now, as you realize there is enough abundance for everyone and that we are all parts of the one body. You have moved from a scarcity mindset to a unity consciousness, celebrating the wins of others as if they were your own. This shift signifies that you have transcended the ego's need to be better than, recognizing that your unique light is needed and cannot be replicated by anyone else. You are secure in your lane, running your own race with eyes fixed on the divine prize. You feel a heavy weight in the center of your chest or heart palpitations, which medical tests show as normal, yet you feel them distinctly. This is the opening of the high heart, or thymus chakra, the center of divine love and immunity, expanding to hold unconditional compassion. It hurts because the walls you built around your heart to protect yourself from pain are being dismantled brick by brick. God is performing open heart surgery to replace your heart of stone with a heart of flesh, capable of loving the world back to life. You are becoming a human lie detector, able to sense the energy behind words and see the truth even when it is hidden. This discernment is your weapon against the deception of the last days, preventing you from being misled by false prophets or charismatic leaders. You trust energy more than words, observing the fruit rather than the promise. This clarity is a gift of the Holy Spirit, ensuring that God's chosen ones cannot be deceived, even when the rest of the world falls for the illusion. Sudden intolerance to noise, crowds, and chaotic environments forces you to retreat into the sanctuary of your home to recalibrate. Your nervous system is becoming hypersensitive, picking up on the frenetic energy of the masses, which feels like a physical assault. You require periods of silence and solitude, to discharge this static and return to your center. This is not antisocial behavior. It is self-preservation for a sensitive instrument that needs a controlled environment to function at its highest capacity. You are beginning to remember your dreams with vivid clarity, and they often contain messages, warnings, or visits from deceased loved ones. The dream time is becoming as real as your waking life, a secondary landscape where you continue your spiritual work and learning. You are becoming a conscious dreamer, able to navigate the astral realms with intention and bring back information that assists you in the physical world. Keep a dream journal, for these are the nightly dispatches from your command center in the heavens. A feeling of doneness with the 3D world, a sense that you have completed your karma and are ready to graduate to a higher level of experience. You look at the dramas of politics, money, and fame and feel nothing but a weary boredom, knowing there is so much more to existence. This is the senioritis of the soul, signaling that you are nearing the end of your earthly curriculum. You are packing your bags energetically, ready for the great shift that will take you into the promised land of spiritual fulfillment. Your perception of beauty is changing. You find profound beauty in simple things: a flower, a cloud, a kind gesture, while artificial beauty seems grotesque. You are seeing with the eyes of God, recognizing the divine signature in all living things, and rejecting the synthetic distortions of society. This appreciation for the organic and natural is a sign that your frequency is harmonizing with the creation rather than the construct. You are falling in love with life again, but on a deeper, more soulful level. You experience sudden flashes of heat, night sweats, or temperature fluctuations that have nothing to do with the weather or illness. This is the Kundalini, or holy fire rising up your spine, burning away impurities and activating your chakras one by one. It is a biological combustion process, transforming the lead of your mortal body into the gold of your light body. Drink water and breathe through the heat, knowing it is the refining fire of God purifying His vessel for holy use. You have a compelling urge to speak your truth, even if your voice shakes, realizing that silence is no longer an option when you witness injustice. The throat chakra is clearing, releasing lifetimes of suppression where you were silenced or afraid to speak up. You are finding your roar, realizing that your words have the power to create and destroy realities. This new boldness is not arrogance. It is the courage of the Lion of Judah rising within you to declare the truth in a world of lies. You feel a magnetic pull toward crystals, essential oils, and sound healing frequencies, intuitively knowing how to use these tools to balance your field. You are remembering the ancient technologies of healing that were lost or suppressed, reclaiming your role as a healer/shaman/medicine keeper. These tools are not New Age fads to you. They are remembered sciences from a time when humanity lived in harmony with the earth. You are integrating the physical and the spiritual, using Earth's gifts to facilitate your heaven-sent upgrade. A sense of timelessness during meditation or creative flow, where you lose all awareness of your body and surroundings, entering a state of pure being. This is the state of samadhi, or divine union, where you merge with the Creator and experience the oneness of all things. These moments are recharging stations, where you plug directly into the source code of the universe. The more you access this state, the more you bring that peace back into your daily life, becoming a portable sanctuary for others. You are noticing that your body is becoming self-correcting. Illnesses heal faster, and you intuitively know what remedies you need without seeing a doctor. Your connection to your body's intelligence is being restored, and you are learning to listen to its signals before they become screams. You are becoming your own physician, guided by the internal wisdom that knows exactly how to maintain homeostasis. This self-sovereignty over your health is crucial, as the external medical systems crumble or become untrustworthy. The superficial layers of your personality are dissolving. The masks you wore for work, for family, for society are falling away, leaving only the authentic core. It feels vulnerable, like a crab that has shed its shell, but it is the only way to grow. You are becoming transparent, with nothing to hide and nothing to prove, radiating a raw authenticity that is both intimidating and magnetic. This is the death of the ego and the birth of the soul-led self, the true you that God created before the world told you who to be. You feel a deep, throbbing ache in the center of your forehead, indicating the intense pressure of the pineal gland expanding and decalcifying. This is the physical side effect of your spiritual sight coming online, forcing the cranium to adjust to the new energy flow. While uncomfortable, this pressure is a sign that your bandwidth for receiving visual downloads is increasing. You are preparing to see the world as it truly is, in all its multidimensional glory, removing the blinders that have kept humanity in the dark. There is a strange sense of electrical buzzing or vibration in your legs and feet, as if you are standing on a vibrating platform. This is the Earth's rising resonance, the Schumann resonance, traveling up through your body as you ground her energies. You are acting as a lightning rod, anchoring high-frequency cosmic light into the planetary grid through your physical vessel. This service you are rendering to the planet often goes unnoticed, but it is vital for the collective ascension of humanity. You find yourself walking away from arguments before they even start, realizing that your peace is more valuable than being right. The energy cost of conflict has become too expensive for you to afford, and you choose to conserve your resources for creation rather than destruction. This maturity is a sign of your mastery, proving that you have gained control over your reactive emotional body. You are becoming a peacemaker, not by being passive, but by refusing to feed the fires of discord. The number sequences you see are becoming more complex, moving from triple digits, 111, to palindromes, 1221, or birth dates, indicating a more personalized communication from the divine. The universe is getting specific with you, tailoring its messages to your unique path and questions. It is a dialogue, a call and response, where you ask for a sign and the universe replies with precision. This deepens your trust, knowing that you are intimately watched over and guided by a loving intelligence that knows your name. You feel a sudden disconnection from the concept of ambition, as defined by the world, money, fame, status, and a shift toward contribution and service. The ladder of success is leaning against the wrong wall, and you no longer want to climb it. You are redefining success as alignment with God's will and the fulfillment of your soul's mission. This shift in values is confusing to the world, but it is the ultimate liberation, freeing you from the rat race to walk in the garden of divine purpose. Moments of sudden amnesia, where you forget what you were saying or doing in the middle of a sentence, as if your brain just rebooted. This is a timeline wipe, where your consciousness is shifting tracks and the continuity of the old track is momentarily lost. It is not early onset dementia. It is the rebooting of your mental computer to install new software. Be patient with your memory. It is reorganizing itself to function based on intuition and presence rather than rote memorization and past data. You are becoming extremely sensitive to the energy of food, able to feel the suffering or the love that went into its preparation. You can no longer eat meat that was factory farmed or food cooked in anger, as it makes you physically ill. You are practicing spiritual eating, consuming only that which carries a vibration of life and gratitude. This heightens your own vibration, ensuring that the fuel you put into your Lamborghini of a light body is top tier and clean. A feeling of invincibility and protection surrounds you, a knowing that no weapon formed against you shall prosper, because you are covered by the Most High. You walk through dangerous situations with a calm assurance, sensing the angelic guard that flanks you on all sides. This is not reckless. It is faith in action, a deep knowing that you are immortal until your mission is complete. You are walking in the Psalm 91 frequency, untouchable by the lower vibrations of fear and harm. You are attracting broken people who seek your light, often strangers who tell you their life stories or ask for advice within minutes of meeting. You are a lighthouse, and ships in distress naturally navigate toward your brightness to avoid crashing. While you must set boundaries, recognize this as confirmation of your light. You carry the healing balm that the world is desperate for. You are a triage nurse for the soul, dispensing hope and clarity to the casualties of the spiritual war. Your handwriting or artistic style may change, reflecting the neurological shifts happening in your brain and the new flow of energy through your hands. The way you express yourself on paper is a direct readout of your neural pathways, and as they rewire, your output changes. Allow your expression to evolve without clinging to how you used to do things. This is your new signature, literally and metaphorically, stamping the world with the energy of your upgraded self. You feel a profound connection to the concept of the new earth, a utopian vision of peace and harmony that feels more like a memory than a fantasy. You are a visionary, holding the blueprint of this future reality in your heart to help manifest it into existence. You are here to build the bridges from the crumbling old world to this new potential. Your hope is the construction material for the future, and your faith is the mortar that holds it together. The need for long periods of silence is increasing. You turn off the radio in the car and prefer a quiet house to process the massive amounts of data you receive. In the silence, you hear the voice of God. In the noise, you only hear the chaos of the world. You are prioritizing the signal over the static, training your spiritual ears to detect the subtle frequencies of the divine. Silence is the sanctuary where your soul breathes and your batteries recharge. You notice that you are manifesting instant karma. If you judge someone, you immediately do the same thing. If you give, you receive back instantly. The time delay between cause and effect is disappearing for you, forcing you to walk in impeccable integrity. This is a training wheel for 5D mastery, teaching you that you are responsible for every output of energy. It keeps you honest and humble, reminding you that the universe is a mirror that reflects your face back to you instantly. A deep, resonant sadness for the planet sometimes overtakes you, a Weltschmerz, or world pain that is not your own but the collective cry of humanity. You are transmuting the collective shadow, acting as a spiritual filter that cleans the waters of human consciousness. While heavy, this work is a noble service. You feel it so others don't have to be crushed by it. Remember to clear yourself afterward, giving the burden to God so you do not become a martyr for the cause. You are finding it easier to forgive those who hurt you, seeing them as actors playing a role in your movie to teach you strength or boundaries. The emotional charge of the betrayal is gone, replaced by a neutral understanding of the soul contract involved. This forgiveness sets you free, cutting the energetic cords that tethered you to their darkness. You are rising above the battlefield, leaving the karma with them while you take the lesson and fly toward your destiny. Your body temperature runs lower or higher than average, and you have strange metabolism fluctuations that defy medical logic. You are running on light energy, or prana, more than calories, shifting the way your biology processes energy. This is part of the breatharian evolution, where humanity slowly learns to source energy from the universal field. Listen to your body's unique needs, which may change daily, and trust that it knows how to power the vessel for the upgrade. You feel a divine rebellion rising within you, a refusal to comply with systems that enslave the human spirit or dishonor the Creator. You are a spiritual warrior, carrying the sword of truth to cut through the chains of oppression. This is not about violence, but about noncompliance with evil, standing firm in your sovereign right to be free. You are the resistance, the wrench in the gears of the machine, reminding the world that the human spirit cannot be automated or controlled. The veil between the living and the dead is thinning for you. You may sense the presence of ancestors or loved ones offering support. They are cheering you on from the grandstands of heaven, knowing that you are the one chosen to break the lineage's chains. You are never alone. You walk with an entourage of light that paves the way before you. Acknowledge them with gratitude, for they are the unseen wind beneath your wings. You have an unexplainable feeling that everything is about to change, a pregnant anticipation that something massive is on the horizon. This is your precognitive ability sensing the shift in the collective timeline, the tremor before the earthquake. Do not fear this change. You were built for it, designed to surf the tsunami that others will drown in. Stay ready, stay prayed up, and keep your lamp filled with oil, for the bridegroom cometh. You are experiencing the dark night of the soul, or have recently emerged from it, a period of total ego death and despair that stripped you of everything. This was the fire that tested your gold, burning away the dross so that only the pure metal remained. You survived the crushing so you could carry the anointing. You were broken so you could be shared as bread for the hungry. This was not the end. It was the painful beginning of your true life as a chosen one. A sudden intense love for God, Jesus, or the source that feels like a romantic yearning, a burning desire to be close to the divine. This is the bride consciousness, the soul falling in love with its creator, the ultimate reunion. This love is the fuel for your ascension, the magnetic force pulling you upward toward your celestial home. It is the most powerful force in the universe, and it is awakening in your heart to guide you home. Finally, you simply know that you are different, that you are here for a reason, and that your time has come. This deep inner gnosis is the ultimate confirmation, louder than any external sign or symptom. You are waking up, chosen one. The DNA upgrade is real, the shift is happening, and you are the butterfly emerging from the chrysalis. Spread your wings, for the sky is yours, and the new world is waiting for you to lead the way.